the game, cause see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go.
How's it going, Ron from The Boxing Voice? I'm here with Billy Briscoe. How's it going?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Doing great. Look, I saw the open workout with Christian Carto. Look, you guys look phenomenal.
Thank you.
What's it like training an up-and-coming prospect like Christian?
You know, I like Christian. He's a hungry guy. You know, he doesn't try to cut any corners. He pays the cost to be the boss. That's all you can ask for.
You know, with that being said, I heard there's levels that you guys have of this kid above and beyond. That's soon to be seen yet. Is this true?
Yeah, he's a level above the average guy. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely developing. You know, I've seen him transcend quite a few levels since I started working with him.
So in sparring sessions, does he fight people relatively larger than him?
Yeah, you know, unfortunately, he's a bantamweight on the East Coast where there ain't too many bantamweights, so we have to spar featherweights, sometimes junior lightweights. I mean, it depends. You know, we try to be smart with the work. We don't try to put him in too heavy, but at the end of the day, you got to take the work that's available to you and use it to the best of your ability.
What would you say is like the biggest guy he's been in the
I seen him box at junior welterweight.
Oh wow, wow,
and did well.
Oh wow, that is incredible.
Yeah.
You know, with that being said, you also train Gabe Rosado.
Yeah.
And he has an upcoming fight with Seletsky.
Yeah, he's fighting a very tough guy, and the Polish guy, Seletsky, however you say his name, no disrespect intended.
Yeah, he just fought Danny Jacobs recently.
Yeah, he's very good. He's well-rounded, fundamentally sound, in tremendous condition, and he comes to fight. What more can you ask for?
Yes, you know, and he's always been a warrior, you know, regardless of whatever the circumstance. They put him in the Creed movie, you know. He's a very iconic boxer into, you know, today's generation. And so with that preparation that he's going in, like always, how is he looking in training camp right now?
He's looking good. Training camp just started last week, so he's doing well. You know, we're in our second week of training camp. He's doing well. He did his pre-camp out in California where he lives with his conditioning specialist out there. So he came to camp in good shape, and we're formulating the game plan and work on the adjustments that may or may not be needed in order to secure victory on that night. And thank God everything, you know, knock on wood, everything is going according to plan.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
I mean?
And you know, the last opponent that Gabe fought, and as well as this one, led to a title shot. That was Danny Jacobs' path. Is this pretty much, you know, if he beats, you know, Seletsky, would that get him in the talks of being maybe a title contender?
I would hope so. I mean, I don't do the business, and I don't really understand. You know, I don't really talk to Eddie Hearns about that. That's between Gabi's business people. I just take care of the gym. But you would have to think that we're already, what are we rated, 12 by the WBO? So you figure if we beat this guy, when we beat this guy, you know what I mean? Power of positive thinking. After we beat this guy, then, you know, we're should be at least in the top 10, and anybody in the top 10 is technically eligible for a title shot, right? So maybe they can do their magic and make it happen.
Absolutely. You know, and me, myself, you know, I was always curious of the next breed of generation. You got Christian Carto.
Very good.
Upcoming prospects, other people that you're working with that we should be looking out for?
Well, I just started working with Damon Allen. He's very good as well. He had a little slip up in his last fight, but he was going through a lot of major personal problems. His great-grandfather that trained him from the day he walked into the gym, you know, died like the month of the fight, and you know, his mind wasn't really there, but like a true fighter, he didn't back out. He bit down on the mouthpiece, tucked his chin in the chest, and tried to win. Unfortunately, came up a little bit short, but that's okay. You know, small thing to a giant. Take him back down to 35 where he belongs, and you know, continue the journey towards the world title, God willing.
Yes, absolutely. And you know, and me myself, I kind of like to go back, do a little history. You know, you're a great trainer yourself.
Oh, yeah,
I just wanted to know, like, what got you into boxing yourself? I want to get a little bit more, you know.
My father started me fighting when I was 6 years old because I lived in the hood. That's the best way to put it. And guys used to want to try to beat me up because I was a little lighter complected than most. So one time I ran home and they were like three of them. They were kicking the shit out of me. I shouldn't say shit, but they were beating the hell out of me. And I ran to the crib. My father was old at the time. Because, you know, my father made me when he was 62. He stormed the beaches of Normandy with the 2nd Rangers. And he said, yo, what are you doing? I said, no, get outside. And he got outside and made me line them up and fight all these dudes. And And I was more scared to disappoint my father than I was these guys, and I wound up kicking the shit out of 2 of them. And then the other one was getting off on me, but then after he's like, nah, and they let it go. And then my father like, all right, now shake the hand and let it go. So, okay, he came from a different era. He used to tell me it's okay, you know, it's okay to get an ass kicking. It's not okay to run from it, you know. And he took me and started teaching me the fundamentals, hands up, chin down, elbows in, balance, stepping. And then unfortunately he dies a little less than a year later when I was 7. So my mother took me to the gym and I continued my fistic education. And from 7 to 19, and then, you know, I couldn't really see. Like, I can't even see good enough to get a driver's license. So, you know, when I started training fighters at 15 as an apprentice, the old timers would bring me in and have me work with guys, show them how to jab, show them how to move, show them how to do different techniques. And they was grooming me to become a teacher. I carried buckets. I worked my first professional fight at 15. Carried buckets. And then after that, you know, around 19, they told me, all right, Billy, now it's time, you know, listen, we focus on this, you know, and I'll focus on that full out. And training fighters ever since. Been working the cuts. Oh man, March will make 30 years that I've been training professional fighters. And working the cuts about 22 years now. So, you know, it's been a great journey.
Absolutely.
I was blessed to be tutored by one of the latest, great Mr. Wesley Mozan, perhaps the greatest teacher that boxing ever produced.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? And we trace our lineage. You know how Kung Fu was trained from Master Chong, who was trained from Master Ah, who was the Ip Man, who was the master of the system.
Oh, yeah. So, okay.
I traced my lineage from the great Mr. Wesley Mozan, may God rest his soul, to the great Mr. Gene Buffalo, straight to the great Jack Blackburn, who trained Joe Louis. So that's what make me in martial arts lineage. That make me a 3rd generation student. But I don't go any back further than Mr. West, because he was the master, great grandmaster in and of his own self.
Oh, wow. So you pretty much traced from Joe Louis, like all the way back.
Jack Blackburn, all the way back.
Woo! Yeah. Well, with that now.
If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.